I do want to cover the rest of this card. Joshua Van taking on Tatsuro Taira. I can't wait for that fight. That was a fight that was supposed to happen about a month ago. It didn't. It didn't happen then. It is happening now. I love Joshua Van's fighting style, but I just can't see him getting past somebody like Tatsuro Taira. That guy is like extremely, extremely well-rounded and good and young and fast and long for the division.
And Van kind of jumped on the scene like a rocket. Like he got there quick where he's at.
Yeah.
Hands.
Yeah, no, he can box.
He can box for sure. He's got power for sure.
That's the thing, at that weight class, not a lot of guys have that.
But Tatsuro just went through good boxing with Moreno and passed the test, you know?
And I mean, he schooled Moreno too. Like, but yeah, he schooled Moreno. Joshua Van, I mean, look at that, the body shots. He can rip, there's no doubt about that, man. He does a lot of damage with his hands, man, but I don't think Tatsuro Taira is going to give him those opportunities.
Right.
This guy's only been training for like 5 years.
You know, I don't think he's anywhere near his ceiling.
No, Joshua Van.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And let's be fair. And I don't want to take anything away from him being champion because he put himself into that spot.
Yeah.
But let's be fair. I don't think he was going to beat Pantoja that night.
Not that night.
I don't think so either. That's why I want Pantoja to get healthy, get back in the mix, because he needs the first crack at it as soon as he's healthy.
This is the most exciting the 125 division's been in a while.
Yeah.
Ever.
Also
have the history of the.
I think
Kyoji Haraguchi versus Manuel Cape is the craziest shit ever. I can't believe that fight's in the Apex for starters. But this fight is monstrous. Cape to me is the most dangerous guy in the division, and Kyoji and Pantoja are the best guys in the division. So this fight is like.
That's a fun matchup.
It is a fun matchup. I mean,
I think the flyweight division and the heavyweight division are kind of making a run back at the spotlight right now.
This is the best division in a while because they got guys that can knock you out, guys that can submit you.
Guys you want to see fight.
Guys you want to see fight.
Because heavyweight used to be that division.
It used to be.
That division. It's kind of coming back now, though.
It's coming back.
What was the heavyweight glory? What was Junior Dos Santos days?
Kane Jr. I mean, Brock was there. Alistair was there.
Yeah.
We had some big names, some big fun fights.
It was fun. It was fun to watch.
When the golden age for heavyweight. Yeah.
But I mean, now it's coming, like you said.
Kane made it just so fun because the dude would just, every fight you knew was going to be a crazy performance of cardio, will, and just finish a guy.
And he fought mean too. Like he was.
Mean.
I think he's the most complete heavyweight guy we've had.
I think he's the best heavyweight.
Yeah.
Him and Fedor.
Prime Kane against anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. Like that window when he was in his prime beats any other heavyweight in their window of prime.
I think so too.
And probably easy.
Yeah, I think he beats Fedor, man. Both prime.
That's the one I would want to see, though.
I think he beats Fedor.
Depends on the cage or ring, too. I think he's going to make a difference.
True.
You think he beats Fedor? I don't know.
I think he prime Kane.
I don't know.
He might. I don't know. It's tough to say.
I see we got another poll. Who wins the spelling bee? Me or Nate?
Oh.
I'll put my money on Dustin, man.
Man.
It's 85%
I think so.
Nate is going to get mauled by Mike Perry. Dude is old and slow.
I think Perry beats him too.
You think so?
Yeah.
With the MMA gloves, he definitely has more of an advantage, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I think if Nate gets out the first round, it'll take a little swing.
Yeah, he does have gas tank, man.
All right. Rest of the card this weekend. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortes Acosta.
I like Acosta, man.
I like him too.
I like him.
Waldo all day.
He grew on me. There was a time where I didn't like him. Remember when he fought the former champ? My brain. This is what happens when you get punched in the head for a living. The old dude.
Ken Shamrock.
No.
Royce Gracie.
No. He trained the top team.
Jens Pulver.
No.
Anderson Silva.
No.
JDS?
No. The other champ. He's still fighting bare knuckle now.
Andre
Arlovski. Andre.
I'm sorry, my brain froze for
the Pitbull. You talking about the heavyweight bare knuckle champ?
Yeah,
I think he's a
Andre
champ.
Arlovski. When he fought Andre Arlovski,
Two-time
I was
heavyweight
so
champ.
upset with Waldo's performance, man, because I'm like, you're fighting a legend, and you're like, you're not doing anything special, and you were trying to stunt on him, and it was such a disgusting display of martial arts to me.
I don't remember.
It was, trust me, you don't want to go back and watch it, like you'll be mad at him. But then afterwards, man, he grew on me, and I'm a fan of Waldo
He's putting guys away.
I'm a fan of him now.
I didn't see that one with Andre, and I've seen a lot of Waldo's fights. I'm gonna have to go back and see it, but I am a Waldo fan. I love it.
I'm
taking
a fan.
fights in short notice, getting poked in the eye, sending a missile right back. Huge fan. My Dominican brother.
He had a good year last year, man. Like he had one of the better years of the MMA.
Like 4-0 he went.
Yeah, 4-0, and like all really good performances. Put him in a spot. Now again, heavyweights. Talking about the comeback, the resurgence of heavyweights, and this fight against Volkov, because Volkov.
And
he had a great year too. Like he had a pretty solid year too.
And he took out Derek, man. Derek's a problem. Derek still has the power, the experience, and he took out Derek. You know, it just shows like this guy's also next level athlete. You know.
Look, if he gets past this fight and Josh on the White House wins, match them up.
Yeah, that's the fight to make.
Match those boys up.
Yeah, that's the fight. I love that fight.
I wouldn't want to see because Josh is more like a wrestler. So I feel like Josh.
But he doesn't wrestle. Well, he could.
He could against Derek, you know.
He uses wrestling defensively to stay on the feet.
He's going to wrestle Derek. There's no way he's.
Conventional wisdom would tell you that, but
at least first round.
Yeah, at least to tire him out, and then he's going to try to punch on him. But there's no way he just trades with Derek the way he did.
He can't take the shots.
Curtis.
He won't be able to take the shot.
That. Yeah. He
after wrestling hard, he could.
Yeah. After wrestling hard, he'll do that. But he's got to hurt him on the ground because Derek has this unique ability to lay on his back and not get hurt, and then just push guys off of him easily. So he's got to hurt him a bit.
I don't think he can do it with this.
Yeah.
Something crazy is going to happen in this fight. That heavyweight fight on the White House card.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get knocked out in that matchup. Something crazy. I don't know which way, but something crazy is going to happen.
Can you imagine Derek Lewis beats him?
Ooh.
And he could. He could knock out anybody.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
He's got the power for it.
That'd be crazy. All right, I got Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. I'll be cornering Sean next week, actually. So I'm working the desk with you.
Listen, bro, I'm a fan of Sean, and I'm a fan of you. I think this is a bad matchup for your boy, man.
A lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people have been saying that. And I mean, but you know what? That's what the fight game is about, right? Testing yourself.
Yeah.
So that's, I always say, man, listen, you got to test yourself. You don't just show up to fights that you know are easy fights. You don't just show up to fights that you know that you can win.
If Brady can't get the takedown, I think he's in trouble on the feet, man.
If he can't get the takedown?
If he cannot get the takedown.
I'm putting my money on Buckley.
Yeah. Again, and I appreciate you guys' honesty. I would never want you guys to be on here and just because I'm here to be like, oh man, yeah, Brady.
Who's the favorite in this matchup coming in?
I don't know.
Brady's the favorite.
You coaching Brady?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brady's minus 170.
You used to work with Buckley too, though, right?
No, I never worked with Buckley.
Okay.
I did a couple videos with Buckley, but never worked with Buckley ever. But yeah, a lot of people think that it's a bad matchup. Brady.
The odds makers don't. He's a favorite.
Yeah. But
Brady's a favorite.
Brady's a favorite.
But I think Buckley could be explosive enough and stop enough takedowns that he can make it a problem on the fight.
And he has power in his hands.
He has power. He has speed.
He has power in his hands.
He's athletic. He does unconventional things.
It's just a tough matchup for Brady after fighting a huge guy who just clipped him in Morales. Coming here with another big puncher, back to back. Brady's got balls. You got to give him that.
Yeah. Well, again,
they're both bad matchups for each other, though, because the same way that if I think Buckley does get taken down, he's in deep waters.
But he has good takedown defense, man.
Yeah.
He does.
No, he does. No, he's very knowledgeable in terms of like his skill set, in terms of what he wants to do. He's very good at what he wants to do. So, but we've did our work. We've prepared the best we can. Now we just got to fight.
That's all you can do.
That's why I got into this sport. It's to test. Does it work or does it not work? It's that, and then we've gotten away from that in the game because it's all about money and
does it work?
Media.
Does it not work?
Yeah, does it work or does it not work?
And once you get under those lights out there in the cage, it's the ultimate lie detector.
It's the ultimate, it's the ultimate lie detector. Like if it don't work, you're gonna find out, and so is the world. And the
you thought that Pilates class was keeping you up in shape?
Yeah.
Wrong.
About to get folded up like a love letter.
I think a fight that I'm actually looking forward to as well, King Green and Jeremy Steele.
That's a fun one. That's a fun one, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm on the fence about that one. I keep going back and forth on that one in my head. Dude, but I think I'm gonna go with. I don't know. The last time you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have gone Stevens. But the last fight, Green just looked so.
Who'd he fight last?
About the Mexican tall dude.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah.
And that kid, I've trained with him a lot. That guy's tough. Could take a shot. Young, in his prime. He's like 6'2".
Yeah.
And
he's big.
Bobby made it look too easy. King Green just
he stunned on him.
But he's smooth. He's crafty. He has his own style. It's hard to deal with. But he's been clipped a few times in the last couple years, and Jeremy can punch. I think if Jeremy lands a shot,
it's over.
Bobby goes down.
I'm going
with
Jeremy, but it's a lot closer than I would have.
It's a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's a great matchup.
I wonder who's the favorite in that one. That's a coin toss.
The best story about my favorite King Green story is when you fought him. When you said that you was punching on him, he was talking trash as he was going down.
Yeah, as he's going down, he's like, "You punch like a bitch. You can't punch." As he's going down, as I'm dropping him. Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. Like
he talks throughout the whole fight too. You know, he's a fun fighter to watch, man.
I still remember that fight like it was yesterday. He tried to do the shoulder roll on you, where your southpaw was going straight to
right hook, right on his chin. And Rogan's on the commentary saying, "Dustin's loading up too much. I pushed off the fence, hit him with another shot, dropped him again."
Oh my God, yeah, that was a fun fight to watch. But then when you told me that he was talking trash to you as he was going down,
you can't punch it on his way down. He's talking.
Oh man, so
they said Bobby's minus 300 favorite. That's crazy.
300.
That's crazy odds.
No.
I would know.
I'm gonna dump the house
on Jeremy.
On Jeremy.
Yeah.
Insert betting platform right here.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy number.
300
minus 300. I think
no.
That's disrespect.
I'm gonna put some money on Jeremy.
You have to.
How about Joel Álvarez versus Yaroslav Amosov?
Listen,
Amosov. Dump the house on him.
If there's a prop line somewhere, who's going to be the future welterweight champion? If you could find a line for Amosov, he's going to be a world champion.
Dump it on him.
You think so?
He's going to be a world champion.
Dump it on him.
So
somehow, some way.
I remember his very first day walking in the ATT. I was in there. He walked in the side door, and I ended up holding pads for him that day. His very first time at ATT. And no, I didn't know he was going to be anything. But he went to Bellator and just ran everybody over.
He'll do the same thing to UFC.
He's the closest thing. I might have told you or Chris last week.
The other day.
He's the closest thing to Khabib that I've ever felt.
Really?
When he's riding you against the wall, his grappling is the closest thing to Khabib I've ever felt.
And he's just like massive for the weight too. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3". He stays in year-round shape. And he's another one of these guys that not only is he technically sound, but he has like a third lung.
Yeah, he has a tank.
He could just keep going and going at the same pace, doesn't fade out. He's really, really a special.
Super flexible too. His lead leg kick.
Really?
Crazy balance. One of the most well-balanced athletes I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
Like his balance is like next.
He's a super athlete, man.
I mean,
super.
This is gonna be. He's gonna be a real.
He's got a gauntlet of killers, but he's the guy that could be the guy.
But that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be a real fun addition.
He could be
into that.
He could be the guy like Michael Morales because he could be the guy like Chimaev because he could wrestle with all of them.
Yeah. And he's not gonna talk or be crazy to jump the line. If he did do that, I think he would be a huge star. You know. Yeah. But he's gonna do it the old-fashioned way and work his way up the rankings. But I think he's gonna be a world champion.
He's gonna bust out through the most, and that's saying a lot because I think 170 right now, especially after Carlos' performance, is maybe the most stacked division right now with a gauntlet of killers. Like each and every, and there's a couple undefeated guys in there as well. So I think 170 really has some killers right now, man.
I think he beats Carlos.
I think he beats Carlos too.
Yeah.
Think so?
He's that good. Yeah.
He's that good, huh?
In a tough fight, but he can beat Carlos.
That Gillet or that Anaconda against Neil Magny, it was smooth, man. From Mount
he's gonna show a lot more. Yeah,
he
can do it all.
Yeah,
that's just the beginning.
Yeah,
and he's a guy who, in the middle of the Ukraine war, went back to Ukraine, fought in the war, went to his destroyed house, got his belt, his Bellator belt, out of his destroyed house, like dirt, everything. He went get his belt in the middle of a war.
A Bellator belt?
Yeah.
He probably should have left that.
Jesus.
Too soon? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Bellator. That was too soon.
I'm sorry. His house got blown up.
We're talking about the belt.
I'm talking about the belt. All right, but you guys gotta be a little torn on this one. Grant Dawson, Mateusz Rębecki.
Another
ATT. Man, Mateusz Rębecki keep fighting all y'all. Like,
can I say something? ATT is the greatest gym in the world.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
You know, we have guys fighting each other, and you will see no favoritism, no nothing. That's why so many guys will also sign up towards it. You know, you can come do your camp, have access to all these great fighters and coaches, and nobody's gonna tell you nothing. It's just the best environment in the world. So I feel so privileged that I got to even go through this place. So, and now look, 2 American top team guys are fighting each other. There is no better gym in the world than American top team.
Rębecki's doing the gauntlet of 155.
Oh my god.
He fought Duncan, Gamrot.
Now he's fighting.
And
I
all
think
these
this
guys.
might be his 4th ATT guy. I think there was another guy.
Did he fight Moicano? No.
I'm not sure if he fought.
No, he didn't. Because before that, I think he fought.
It's just crazy to me because these are all guys that train together.
Yeah.
You know, we're on the mats at the same
I don't
time.
know why they're also doing this. We got too many good guys. That's why they're trying to have us kill off each other.
I feel bad for Rębecki because like he's putting him up against guys that are better than him.
And he's having great fights, man.
Yeah.
The best fights.
Yeah.
But like all the matchups are like, yo, you want to fight your training partner who's better than you.
But I promise you this, Dawson is not gonna fight him the way everybody's been fighting him.
No.
Brawling, war, blood.
I mean, he should.
Oh yeah, there's no way, and that's what's going to be bad for him because at least he don't even get that rub to have an exciting fight. He's probably going to get taken down and choked out.
But Rębecki could wrestle, like defensively. It's not going to be an easy fight. And if it's on the feet, I give the advantage to Rębecki.
Yeah, for sure.
On the feet, I'm not sure. I think on the ground, I would give it to Grant.
No, on the feet, you don't think?
I don't know. I haven't. I know he'll brawl, but
he could take a shot.
He could definitely take a shot.
You know,
Yeah.
I give the feet Rębecki all the way, and in Dawson, I give him the wrestling.
He's so
I give
hard to
him
get
the
off
ground
of you,
control,
man.
The ground control as well. But Rębecki's not easy to take down. I've seen him wrestle a couple times in the gym and in fights. He could hold his own at times. You know.
It's gonna 100% get tested in this fight.
Oh, yeah.
His takedown
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
Because
So-
Grant's gonna wrestle.
All right, fellas, but now it is time to unleash the beast fueled by Monster Energy. We are going to get into this preview UFC 328, Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. This is the fight that we've been talking about for a while now. I think the only man on the planet that might be able to challenge Khamzat Chimaev is Sean Strickland right now at the middleweight division. Fellas, early thoughts.
I got Chimaev.
Me,
Put
same.
my money on
Got
Chimaev.
Chimaev.
I got
It's hard
Chimaev.
not to put your money on Chimaev. But I do.
Strickland.
No, you got
I
Strickland.
got my money on Chimaev for losing.
No, not me.
I got Strickland all day. I've been saying it the whole time.
I got Chimaev
Strickland.
winning.
You got Chimaev winning. You got Strickland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say this, man. I know some guys, good wrestlers who are working with Sean, and they said it's legit. He can get back up. He's hard to hold down. His gas
I've seen
tank.
it.
We seen it.
He was at top
Johnny-
team.
Johnny told me
I've
it's
seen Johnny
serious.
Eblin. I've seen Johnny Eblin. I've seen him over there.
You know, and Chimaev is a complete different animal than anybody Strickland has fought. But the guys that are close to Chimaev in that realm, Strickland's handled them well. Like, it's really hard to hold this guy down. I've seen it with my own eyes in training practice, with heavyweights even going with them, and I've seen it in fights. Chimaev has never fought nobody like that. They could wrestle back into him like that. And he's not gonna get takedowns on Chimaev, but he's gonna be incredibly hard to hold down. And I don't think we've ever seen Chimaev go that deep waters, you know?
It's, man,
4th, 5th round.
that's where I'm at. That's where I'm
If
at.
Strickland does do it, that's when it's going to be.
So-
if he does win, it's going to be 4th or 5th round.
I went back and rewatched.
He's not going to win a decision.
Yeah.
He's going to have to finish Khamzat,
so.
but it's going to have to be later. Maybe if Khamzat slows down, if he can keep getting up, making him keep shooting, wear on him. We have seen Khamzat slow down.
Think about this.
I dumped some money on Strickland finishing it.
Do you, so
Go 4th, 5th round.
now we seen when we remember the DDP fight in Chimaev.
He didn't slow down that much in that fight.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. Wait a minute.
The
Go
fifth
back and
round.
watch the 5th round.
Yeah, the fifth round for sure.
At one point, Drikas had Chimaev mounted.
Yeah.
I don't remember
That's
that.
true.
Yeah, he did.
No, yeah.
He did. We forget
Fifth round.
because it was such a beatdown that we forget the final moments of the fight. But he had Chimaev mounted. Now, granted, Chimaev was probably like, yeah, I already won this fight. But still, like, you don't
10-8 rounds.
Yeah, you still don't let a guy out like that. Like, you want to go out and dominate him and try to put him away. He had Chimaev mounted momentarily. So that to me is kind of telling. I think Strickland might be able to, if he can get him to a certain point and start stopping shots and getting back up easily, he might break Chimaev mentally.
That's what I'm betting on. And that's why I'm saying he finishes him, you know?
If he does, it's going to be late in the fight.
He's going to be able to get back up, fight the hands. Now, as long as he doesn't get submitted in that first round, I'm even dumping more money.
That you
Because I got them live bet apps now. make even more money on Strickland. I'm gonna pay off this Disney vacation I'm taking my kids on Strickland.
So the first takedown is gonna tell the story of the whole fight.
That's what I was gonna ask you. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what is?
Can he get?
So what are you looking for in the first round from either guy?
He's gonna get taken down.
Yeah.
If he gets back up, then we have a fight. Because I think if he can get up once, he'll be able to get up over and over again. And I think he has a better gas tank. So later rounds, I think if Strickland can get up, later rounds, 4th, 5th round, he's going to do damage to Khamzat. That's what I think.
Strickland's pretty smart, and I've picked up on certain tendencies of Chimaev when he comes out. Every fight he does the same set of sequence things. If I was Strickland, I just, pick up on them tendencies and hit the gas,
Yeah.
Because he has these certain things that he always does right before shooting, and it's like someone has to take advantage of him, and I think it might be Strickland.
But he's going to have to fight a little different. He won't be able to use all the knees, the teeps, because
the knees later.
You got to keep your feet on him.
he don't want to give his legs up, though, because Khamzat's going to grab those legs. As soon as he lifts a knee, as soon as he throws a kick, he's going to take him down.
Later on, it could help, though, to help catch him with a knee coming in or something. But I think in the beginning, it's just hands. And Strickland has the hands. I mean,
For sure.
He showed it with Izzy. If he steps on the gas pedal and he lets his hands go, he's a problem. I think that Sean and Chimaev are in complete different worlds in the striking. I think if Strickland bites in his mouthpiece and forgets it's like a MMA match and just lets his hands go, I think it's also game over,
Think so?
I don't think Chimaev could handle that pressure that
That's what I'm concerned with. Like, I mean, we saw Chimaev. He was a dog against Gilbert, so he showed that he does have that. But in the 4th, 5th round against a guy like Strickland, who's really, like, he's bigger than Gilbert, and he's really putting heat on him, like, can he deal with that?
And Strickland is not only a world champion, but he beat one of the best ever in, I still think, his prime, Izzy.
Yeah,
When he took that belt from him, that was crazy.
Since you help a bunch of fighters and you've broken down footage on my former opponents, let's do a coach's corner.
Okay.
How would you prepare each guy for this fight?
If I'm Strickland, I'm worried. I'm obviously defending that first shot, and we know what that first shot looks like. It's a single leg to the body to try to lift.
Once his hands get together.
So we gotta. But you're going to get taken down. So one, we're going to try to stop that shot and try to break that up, and then 2, working on our get ups. And then also, too, I'm doing some guard work because Gilbert was very successful with the guard work.
You're not going to submit Khamzat off your back.
Not to submit him, but to get him off you.
Create space?
Create space to get up. It's easier to create space when you're throwing up submissions. They got to pull back to get up. So that's how you get back up. And then can put the pressure on him, walk him down, get him moving backwards. That's how I'm working on Khamzat. But then for Khamzat, the idea, one thing that Khamzat to me lacks is just finishing ability on the ground. I think he's got to do a better job of hurting people on the ground. So I think I would work with him on his ground and pound, because if he gets Strickland on the ground and Strickland is just worried about getting back up, he's not doing his job right. Like, he should be worried about staying safe.
Right.
Like, if you're on your back, the guy should be like, man, this guy's punching me in my head into mashed potatoes. So, like, if I'm working with Khamzat, I'm working on ground and pound to really hurt Strickland once he's down on the ground.
I don't think he has it in him.
No,
I don't know if he has it in. I don't know if he has it in. I mean, he stays chest to chest.
He doesn't, because he's worried that the guy's gonna get free and he's gonna lose his position. I mean, it showed with DDP.
Yeah.
He had him in the crucifix. He never
But he never
does.
But
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
you have to create space to get that power, but he doesn't want to lose position.
Right.
So he's pity-patting shots.
He's not cranking that soldier boy. He's just, he needs to stop. Boom.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I would be working with him on.
With Strickland, he's going to do it even less, because Strickland's going to go like this.
Yeah,
the moment he does give him space, Strickland's going to take it. So he's going to be even less gun-shy, I think, in his fight, and he's going to be more concentrated on holding him, and that's going to wear him.
Which means this fight could be
boring, but it's going to wear and tear on him.
I just want to see Khamzat's face. If Strickland is able to get to the fence, break away, make him get back to the middle of the ring and start fighting, I just want to see, he hasn't had that resistance yet. Well, against Usman, a little bit.
A lot.
Yeah.
Usman stuffed him after the first round.
And it slowed him down. So if Strickland's able to do that, it's going to gas.
That was wear on 10 days notice.
Right.
No.
Coming up to 185.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest storyline of this fight is the trash talk and the beef that they have. Does anybody even know what?
I feel like they haven't covered it.
No, UFC said they brought in extra security.
Yeah.
And I saw Strickland saying if Khamzat's team or him press him, he said he's strapped, man. He said he's strapped.
That's wild. That's dangerous to say.
But do you know what kind of guy he is?
I know, but that's wild and dangerous to say out loud in public, to be like, yeah, I'm strapped. So if he
Khamzat did say that in the street he would kill him.
I know, but I mean,
so it's like, you know, they both have crossed the line. You know? You don't say those things like, I don't think you should be saying I'll kill this person.
Yeah,
like I'll kill you in the fight.
Yeah.
Like I'll 10-8 you every round and then knock you out, but you don't say I'm gonna kill you outside here, because then people might take it the wrong way. And now look, Sean's ready for whatever happens. And I'm not mad at Sean, because this is America. You say some shit like that, you can protect yourself in this country.
Yeah.
So props to Sean.
But how did this beef start? Does anybody even know how?
I think they trained together.
They trained together, but like a lot of people train together. You think it was like when they found out they were fighting, they started to create this beef that just kind of rolled downhill, that just kind of got bigger than life? Because there's like I don't think that they had a problem before they knew they were fighting.
I don't think they were too much of friends or not back then either.
I don't know where it all originates from, but I know they don't like each other for sure. The face-off, they're going to be a bunch of security. They're not going to let them get close.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fight. So both guys are crazy.
So, Sean will fight anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime, any place.
So, you know, Sean, he's reckless with his words. He says whatever he wants.
But Khamzat's been reckless with his words. You see some of the stuff he's tweeting?
I know.
You saw some of that?
I saw about him killing Sean if it's in the streets.
No, Khamzat put out like a picture of Sean and his dad.
Did he?
Yeah.
No way. He did?
Yeah,
he
bro.
Went that long?
Can we pull that up?
Yeah. What? Pull it up.
Do we have a picture?
Paramount. Headquarters, please.
Pull up that tweet that Khamzat sent out. Khamzat put this out.
Oh, man. And it says, this picture shows everything. Who is the man in this? And who is the girl? Oh, man.
What does it say at the bottom? You can cry, that's okay. Your father makes you a girl. And Sean's been open about his childhood and abuse trauma, and stuff like that. So Khamzat's shooting low, man.
Yeah, shooting low.
Man, I did not know that Khamzat went that low on him like that.
Yeah, so now when these guys see each other,
I think that's a lot. That's too much pressure for me, man. I don't want that type of pressure for an MMA fight.
Fighting is already enough pressure by itself without the extra stuff. So when you add this stuff to it, it just, in your mind, you're running circles, man. I've been in a position before where I'm getting ready for a fight and guys are talking trash, and it's just like, it just keeps feeding that fire.
Was Conor the worst guy you had to deal with?
100%. Yeah, but he was good at it.
Yeah,
he was good at it.
At times, like, Conor's kind of funny. Like, you can kind of laugh. Like, he doesn't. I mean, he got a little dirty after the last one with you, but
also behind the cameras, like in front of the cameras at press conferences, that's one thing. But behind the cameras, Conor was good too, because like we would pass each other in the hall, and he would say something like, "Why'd you leave your coach from Louisiana? Why'd you go to Florida?" And
oh, really?
You gave up on your people, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where after the interaction, I'm walking away like, damn, why did I leave Louisiana? Because I need to get better. That's like I'm questioning myself. Like it's working.
He did a lot of research on people.
He
researched people.
I'm like, damn, but yeah, man, he's making me walk away from the interaction thinking about what he said. So it's getting under my skin. It's working. There's an art to the trash talk and to the mental warfare, and Conor's good at it.
But by fight time, were you thinking of any of that? Was the pressure still there?
Yeah, in the first fight it was. It messed with me.
Sure,
yeah, I wanted to kill the guy.
And that's what happens. You might overtrain. Your coach is like, hey, you're doing too much.
I'm fighting out of anger.
Like, I'm not doing enough, and then you kind of get there overtrained. Some guys will do that, you know, and Sean could be that guy. Khamzat looks like he takes it very seriously too. They might overtrain just trying to live up to the moment, you know.
Now, you had a lot, I mean, one of your beefs was with Colby. Like, did that pressure get to you?
In some ways, yeah, because I really wanted to fucking just break his fucking spirit, you know. And so I was training very hard for that fight. I was doing a lot of cardio for that fight. I was making sure I was staying in very, very good shape for that fight, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But I don't like that type of pressure, man. Like, I never had beef like that when I was fighting, just because we didn't do it back then, really, because like we didn't really have platforms like that. But it just seems to me like if it gets that deep, it's got to be street.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. You know, there's only
like,
one guy I had problems with that it was like that. Everybody else.
Yeah. Because like at some level, the person you're going to war with in a fight is your business partner. So y'all kind of need
each other.
You need each other. And then if y'all are going at it like that, like I don't want to do business with you.
Yeah.
So
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, I
think John Jones looks at it very similar to
like I'm not going to help you make money. Why should I help you make money? But these guys are just like, how does that end though? Like the winner can still brag, but then are they going to like? How does that?
It made sense when it was a pay-per-view model.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Let's get into it. Let's
get the numbers
make
up.
people want to watch this fight.
No. What? No, you can just autopilot.
Just show up and fight.
So as we talk about like training together, training partners, now I know they're not teammates. Strickland and Chimaev have trained together before. How much of an impact do you think that's going to have on this fight?
Definitely has an impact, because maybe you're like, oh, if he gets to a single leg, I could defend like this, you know? And that's your theory before you grapple with the guy, and then the guy gets to a single leg and you can't stop him. Now you're like, well, now I know I'm not even going to let him get near my legs. I'm going to put all my effort into not letting this guy get to my legs because he's a finisher there, you know? So in little things like that, it could definitely help gauge. Also the strength level. Sometimes you go with a guy that's really, really good, but he's a lot weaker than you, so you're able to get away with a lot of things, you know. So it's always a good gauge to go with a guy, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Not show him too
How much training did they do? Did they train one time and they said they were training partners now, or did they do months, weeks? I don't know.
I heard it like there was some level of when Khamzat was at Extreme Couture that Strickland was kind of like took him under his wing a little bit and was like, you know, kind of helping him get adjusted to the gym.
One of these guys is walking into this fight knowing who got the better in the gym.
Yeah.
You know.
But the stories are that Khamzat got the better, but Strickland is just like, it doesn't matter, it was just training. And you know how that is, like, because if you're just
Talking about practice.
Yeah, you talking about practice. What we talking about practice?
But what we also doing situations.
And it was like situational, it was practice stuff. And I think in Strickland's mind, he's thinking, oh, this guy's really good, but this is just practice, so it's not that big of a deal.
I remember in practice, bro, Hector, we started situations, bad situations, where you're against the fence, guy has a lock double or something. No, bro. You don't lock your hands.
He won't even let you lock your hands.
But now, when it's his turn, he's gonna lock.
Yeah, he's locked.
Oh, yeah.
Got you in the air.
No. Don't lock your hands. Yeah. Break the wrist and walk away.
I gotta have the underhook.
I think it's interesting because they have a familiarity with each other, but again, in Sean's mind, it was just practice. So for him, he's not thinking it was that big of a deal.
I mean, the practice is different than fighting.
It is.
It's a lot different.
But you can pick up a lot though too. Tendencies, strength level, speed, you know. Not that everybody goes out and practice, but there's a lot of things that you could just get a better read on, you know. Because sometimes I see some guys that I've seen on TV and then I work out with them, I'm like, this guy's actually either faster or slower than what he looks like on TV, you know?
Yeah.
Helps you get a slight better read.
Yeah. Well, apparently Khamzat was there for a month back in 2021.
So they trained together for a month?
Yeah, so they trained together for a month back in 2020.
That's a lot of reading.
That is a lot of reading.
That's a lot of reading, you know?
Yeah. But you could also get like a false sense of who that person is too, because some guys aren't the best in the gym, and the lights come on, they're world champions.
Yeah.
They don't feel the pressure. They're just like, all right, ready to go. Boom, boom.
But in this situation, we kind of know what they are. We kind of know what Sean Strickland is. Like Sean, I mean, he's kind of started fighting better in moments. Like his performance against Izzy was pretty strong.
One of the strongest.
Yeah.
I mean, he took out a prime Izzy.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously Fluffy was strong.
And convincing.
So
you know?
So he said, but DDP was pretty weak. So like, but we kind of know what we're getting from him. So like, it's hard to really gauge if that practice scenario is going to really translate into the fight in terms of what Khamzat's going to think of him.
You know, it was a while ago. It was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? 1, 2, when the bright lights come on and you have to keep that pace because that's all you have and you're worried about getting hit, as Khamzat shown, means more gas, means more intensity, means you're going to gas faster. I think when the bright lights turn on, and Sean knows that, he's got the advantage there. Because Sean doesn't have to get the fight to the floor, right?
Yeah.
Sean doesn't have to step on the gas to get a takedown. Sean could just, you know, be on the feet and that's it. He's winning at all times. Even if he's not landing shots, if he's on the feet, this guy's power meter is getting weaker and slower and more anxious, as in Sean's just like, all right, let's go.
Who do you think has more pressure?
Khamzat.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt.
Khamzat. But Sean's
been there also.
He does a good job of making his opponent fight his pace of fight, slower. But I don't think
pressure.
I don't think he's going to be able to do that with Khamzat.
Why not?
Because Khamzat's going to be on him, pressure, diving for his legs, Other guys, he kind of lulls into that jab, teep kick, a slower fight till he finds a shot, like what he did against Fluffy.
Yeah.
Khamzat's not going to give him that range and that much freedom in the cage. He's going to be pressuring him nonstop, shooting, clinching. Sean won't be able to make Khamzat fight that slower fight on the feet.
Yeah. From a pace perspective, it's a terrible matchup for Khamzat when you think of it that way. Because
if he's able to get up.
But he has to fight that fast, though. But can he last 25 minutes
I don't think
fighting that fast against a guy like Strickland?
That's what I'm betting on, that he can, that he could hold that pace for 2 rounds.
He did against DDP, but also there wasn't as much resistance.
Yeah.
There was no resistance.
When I look back at that fight, I look back and I'm thinking, how do you not have any answer for this? It was kind of weird, actually.
There were, just a bad game plan, and also leading up to it, they're in a very geographically not known place for wrestling, so maybe
that's true. That's true too. Yeah,
to get like that level of elite wrestlers where they could learn to use like a wizard and certain positions where they could just get better at, because there was a lot of positions where if we're rating him white belt through black, he was like a purple belt.
Yeah.
And
that's true. That's true.
Giving up the overhook and stuff.
Yeah, giving up the overhooks, and then just like little things that we saw, like, okay, his wrestling's not there, but hopefully he could get there. They could make these small adjustments and to see what DDP could do, because I think he's also one of the best athletes at 185.
Yeah.
And he has crazy power.
He's huge for that. He's huge.
And he has, like, you could see, he touched Izzy, and that's what got him the submission. He, like, took him with the shine. I've seen a lot of times he touches guys and it changes their life. If DDP could get that wrestling a little bit better, this guy's going to be champion again.
Yeah, that's one thing I think about DDP. I don't think it was necessarily the game plan. I think it was the level of guys he was working with. Yeah. Because like you could be working with wrestlers, but like if they're high school level and you going up against a national champ college, like it's a big difference.
Huge.
Yeah, guys
that could ride.
Where he trains and lives, like sometimes when the bell rings in the octagon is the first time you feel that kind of pressure and that kind of skill set with wrestling. You've never seen it before in your life.
Yeah.
So maybe he switches it up, starts bringing guys in. It's going to make him a better fighter.
Way better fighter.
It's just interesting to see how he's going to come back.
Yeah. All right, well, bad blood between Khamzat, Sean Strickland. I can't wait to see how that turns out. I'm hoping that everybody stays safe, though. Like, it's going to be a crazy week in Brick City.
I just hope both teams have fun.
Yeah.
I just hope both teams have fun.
And someone's there to capture it.